Okay, you guys, I understand why people have cameras. Oh, where's my nose itching? Definitely want to touch it with my hand. Have cameras doing this because your phone will mess you up. I done had an alarm go off on my phone that I forgot about. I have had to call somebody. I have had it stops the recording. So I got to figure this thing out. And but we back. You probably won't hear or see any of this. I don't know. I gotta learn how to put my videos together without having these issues. But anyways, we back out. We back. So what I did, let me bring out. Y'all probably can see a little bit of it. Was I took those tags out of here that applied for this year, well, for this season, should I say, for the things that I'm going to put in, start in these trays this year. And I already know I'm gonna have what is this? Oh no, no, she don't need that one. I don't want to take that one out. I already know I'm gonna have to make some new ones, so which is not a problem. But I'm all about reusing stuff if I have it. So that's what I did there. And I'm just trying to get y'all repositioned back over here. So let's get to sewing because, like I said, we're in a race for time against the rain. So I want to really focus on getting this done. So, okay, first things first. I'm going to turn that way so I don't hit my beans. I think I said we was going to do the collard greens first. And I'm looking to see. I don't have a collard green tag. So let me just be real with y'all. I'm probably not gonna have a tag for a lot of this stuff because, like I said, I used to kind of direct sew, and sometimes when I direct sewed, I didn't make a tag because I figured when it grows up, I will know what it is, right? Because it would just be obvious what it is. But in this, all these little things look alike when they first come up. They all look alike, y'all, when they first come up, and so I need to know when I'm transplanting out what it is, right? So the things you have to do and adjust to when you're doing things. So that's what I mean by put a binder clip on it. If it's the same thing, like all of these are collards, right? So I just put the little binder clip on it so I know these are all collards. And so, and I said there's three types. So these are the three types, right? I have a Georgia collard, I have a Georgia Southern Creole collard, and then I have another Georgia, I have a Georgia Southern collards. And these two are probably the same. Sometimes people name things different, but it'd be the same. But because it's their own thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm only gonna put two per sale. So, and I'm gonna show y'all what they look like. These things they are itty bitty, y'all. They're itty bitty, and most of the brassica cruciferous vegetables look alike. So, y'all see those? Tiny, tiny, tiny little babies, right? And what I've got to be able to make my holes is this little chopstick. Keeping it real simple over here. So I just make a little divot in the center. And I said I was going to do according to my, let me make sure I stick with this because I don't want to overdo it. I said I was going to do 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I'm going to do 2 of each kind. So I'm going to go ahead and make my divots for all of them though. So this is 6, this will be 6 trays right here. Y'all see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm just making a little tiny hole to drop them down into. This way it's so soft. And I realize it maybe end up being 2 or 3, y'all, because I'm trying to grab just 2. Yeah, there we go. Oh, girl, you tripping. So, okay. I think what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do it like this. So they'll be in a row. That's what I was just thinking. I need to get my, tag, y'all, the tag. I felt I had $3. Oh, I didn't make that. Okay, there we go. 1, 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. Oh, like too much soil. Yeah, this is there's way too much soil on the top of that chimney. I didn't do a good job at leveling that out. Right, let's make them do this one more time. Divot, 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 divot. Okay. I'm thinking I didn't put it in there. Y'all might have put 4 in that thing. I don't even know. Okay, yeah, we can't grab it back up. If you drop more than 2, honey, it is what it is. I don't know how old these seeds are anyway. It's probably a blessing that they're doing that. Alright. So I'm just gonna rake that soil back over it. And then use my finger. My finger could be way better than trying to use this stick and rake soil back over. Press it down just a tad bit. Make sure it's connecting well with the soil. Make sure it smells all down the pockets. Alright. Then I'll put these back in here. There we go. And now I'm going to create a label for it, because when I look down here, I think I told y'all earlier, I don't see any collard green labels whatsoever. And I may have done them with a long label, but I don't want no long labels on these. Meaning, a long label meaning a, take my hands off. Meaning like a plastic fork. I mean, plastic knife. So those are specifically says Georgia collards, and I'm gonna put Burpee on it just so I know that's the brand it was. So I write the word collards big, and then I write Georgia small, and I'll just put a B over here for Burpee. Collards. Gonna stick it in here. But the crazy thing is, come over me. Come over my stuff. And I got enough labels to be able to do one for each tray, because what I'm not trying to do is end up trying to guess later about something if something gets misorganized, or you know, something happened and I move one and now I'm looking at remove that one with the tag. Somehow something ends up somewhere else, and I'm wondering, what is it? Because I didn't put a tag in each one. So can y'all tell that that is something that I probably have done in real life with another type of situation? But there we go. So that's how I want to do this, y'all. So I'm gonna do it like that, and just proceed. So we did the Georgia collard, we did those collards. So I'm gonna put this Georgia Southern Creole. It just sounded so nice. I was like, they sound good. I ain't never used these. I'm excited about these. Okay. I've used the Georgia collards before. We got some great yields off of those. Had those for a few years. So, yep. Alright. Put this up in there, buddy. Just dropping them in, y'all. We're going to drop them in. So So let me know if you're starting anything right now. And if so, what are you starting? Oops. That little baby bear did not go down in that hole. Show yourself in the hole. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I'm acting like I'm done. Nope, remember you're doing 2 of each. I can't wait to share these greens with everybody. That wraps, got family and friends. Oops. Especially with my neighbor, because he's, maybe doing cookouts and different things for the holidays with his family. And, just real kind, real sweet, loving neighbors. So, I really want to be able to bless them too. Anyway. There we go. So those are in there. So let's cover those up. I got that on here. That's a tad bit too much soil on that. Get that little stick out of there. Okay. There we go. Everybody's going to get a nice little spots. Okay, I feel like I don't have enough soil right there. Let's put a little bit more in that one. Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Let's probably make it too deep. Take that back off. Whoopsies. This is going to have to be what it is at this point. Whatever's in there is going to be in there, but I don't want it to be too deep. Okay. And so those were the Georgia Southern Creole. So what I'm probably going to put in is put collards and then put Creole. Right? Because we're not trying to write all them words. That's just too much writing. So collards and Creole. And this is fairy moss, so I'll probably put FM on there just so I know. In case later on they do really good and I'm like, well, whose was that? And I really like them. I don't know whose it was. Collards, Creole, FM. Collards, Creole, and oh, and y'all keep hearing me say it twice. It's because I'm also writing it on the back. I can tell my little marker's going to fade out on me, y'all. It's getting lighter. Lighter and lighter. But it's okay. That's what I'm going to say this one. Hopefully this will work. I'm going to try that in the next one. And then we're going to do some... Oh, I'm tripping. Going to the wrong side. Then we're going to do some of these, you guys. Some M.I. Gardner's Georgia Southern collards, okay? Like I said, I think they're the same thing as the first ones, but it's okay. These are newer ones, so just in case that batch don't make it, maybe this one will. I think that one was, actually no, that one is pretty new, is it? That's 2025. So that's new enough. Girl, don't end up dropping nothing nowhere else. Y'all see it's here, right on back in here. There we go. That was not I don't think I just dropped any in there. So that was one. Trying to grab a seed is fun. Neat. These little jokers are sticky. Let me pull this soil off my fingers first. No, I don't know if I put one in the hole yet. I lost track of where I was. Oh, Lord. Get off my finger, man. that little hole, buddy. Child, that was something else. I think I ended up putting 3 seeds in one hole. Not a big deal to me. It's gonna be all right. If we put too many in and they germinate, is that really a problem? Oh, that's a little piece of something that's too big to be in this hole with this seed in it right now. I see that seed right there. Poking down a little bit. There we go. So this process is actually pretty simple and easy. And then I know I'm going to, oops, that was kind of bumpy right there, didn't it? I know I'm going to, there we go. So we get that. Let's do, we gotta do the, what were those called? Georgia. So what I'm probably gonna call these are collards, GA Southern. That way I can separate it from those ones. Collards. Remember, I'm using the big old pencil this time. See how that goes? And I'm gonna put in MIG. Let me just put, I'm not putting nothing because this thing is so fat and trying to write with it like that. I can put MI. Yeah, I'll put MI. And I'm putting GA Southern too. I'm not putting a whole bunch of. That way I know what is where. Especially for my first time doing it like this. Let's see what works for me. I wanted to buy me some Alabama. Is it Alabama? Yeah, I said there is some Alabama collards that I saw on somebody's website that I wanted to purchase. Oh, I forgot to do it. I'm like, what's the difference? How do they, what do those taste versus the Georgia collards? Georgia Southern. There we go. So once I get all these seeds where I want them to be, you guys, I'm honestly going to water it. Just lightly water it too, not and all of this is going inside, by the way. I have a stand next to my sliding back door here that I'm gonna put them on so they can get some sun, and I don't have to put no lights over them, nothing crazy like that. And I know I'll have to, you know, water them from the bottom, which is easy in this thing right here, so not a problem. All right, so we got those in. So what was next on the list? Next on the list was, and another way I want to do this too is because, like, see, I have 6 left over here. So what requires 6? So another thing that requires 6 is the broccoli and the cabbage and the kale. So since I got collards here, I'm probably going to put the kale with it. So since it requires 6, because to me that'll make it easier for me. Wipe that off, y'all. Get that dirt off of there. These to be all dirty and nasty. So since the kale requires 6, and there's 7 types of kale, but I'm gonna do more of the one that I eat the most, and then I'll do a little bit of the other one. So this is what I have the kale in, and the different types of kale. And the reason I say 7 types, let me show y'all. So these ones I have plant because, why do I have these plants? Oh, because they were open. I put a clamp on these because they were already open, the little binder in it because they were already open. And these ones I haven't even used yet. And y'all remember I told y'all how I don't remember if I have stuff or not, so I end up buying it when I'm out. This is one of them situations right here. You're going to see some stuff doubled up in here because I don't be remembering if I have it. And when I'm out and I'm just like, well, it's only $2. I'll tell myself that. Just go ahead and get it. So that's what we got going on right here. But of the ones that are open, we're going to start with those. Because the open ones mean they're the older ones that I had. And this one is, it's a mix. And this is like my very first seeds that I got. And it says for 2020 on the back here. And it's 100, so it started off with 100 seeds. So that's why I said direct. So I used to direct sow these, just go out there and just sprinkle a little soil over them and just let them do what they do. But I don't want to do that with this. I don't want to use this because I want to know what I got coming. I really want to know what I got coming. And I don't even know if these are any good anymore. But anyways, we're not going to do these right now. So the ones that we're going to do are the Premier Kale, the Dwarf Blue Curled Kale, and the Russian Kale, which I have 2 of those open. So it goes to tell you I didn't know one was. Let me see the date on these. This one is 23, and the date on this one is 23. Okay, so not bad. Obviously, like I said, I didn't know I had one. All 2 at the same time. Same year. Wasn't paying attention. And then the other one I'm going to do, you guys, that's not open is, well, this one is open. That one actually should be right here. It's the Blue Curls, it's the M.I. Gardner's Blue Curl Scotch Kale. Okay, so that one. This is my favorite, the Lacianado. So I'm going to do 2 trays of that. And everybody else got to fend for themselves in the other 4 trays. And then there's the Scarlet Kale. See that? And then the Red Russian Kale. Yum! Can y'all tell I really like kale? I like kale. I like kale and kale likes me. So that's what we're going to do. So did I say 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's actually 8. Trying to decide if I really want to do this one. I don't know. I might just put 2 seeds, maybe two little separate little cells within the tray with these in it. I don't want a lot of that. So let me do the one I want a lot of first, the ones I want a lot of first, and then I'll decide how I'm going to do those other ones. So I know I want some Premier Kale. So I'm going to put you right there because I ain't really crazy about you right there. That's not open. I can't say I'm crazy about you. I just haven't had a lot of success with it. I think that's why I'm saying like that. I want some Red Russian. Actually, I got 2 Red Russians in here. I haven't even opened this one yet. But I want to try some of this one. So we'll do a little bit of that one. And we'll do a little bit of this one. So that's because I want to see what M.I. Gardner's Red Russian Kale tastes like. And then I'm definitely going to do some of his Scarlet Kale. Let's put that down. And Lacianado is by far my fave. I really enjoyed that one. This Blue Curl. That one looks way more curly than this one. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 that are red. And then I got these 2 that are says Blue Curl. That one says Dwarf though, so it's a short compact variety, sounds like. What's the height of that? This one says it gets it says days in Germany. Actually it doesn't tell me. Oh yeah, well it says spacing 12 by 12. That's not open. I was trying to see what size it is, y'all. Anywho, we're not gonna worry about that. So I know I'm dedicating 2 of these. Do I need to dedicate 2 though? To my Raw&Uncut, since I'm doing 2 seeds in here. Raw&Uncut. No, I'll just do 1. Because I have way too many to try to. Ooh, I need to hurry up. Let me hurry up. Let me stop playing games. I use so much Raw&Uncut, it's like I gotta start a new one, y'all. That's my norm right there. So let's get to doing it. Open, just putting a little divot in here. So we'll just do 1 tray of it. It produces so much anyway. I think my bestie likes. I think she started with here. So I'll have some to be able to share with her too. We're gonna get him down the hole. He didn't fall in the hole. What's that all about? If you don't fall in the hole, that's a good way to get him in the hole too, is using this tool. This as a tool. Okay, let's put those back. Because we are not too many of those right there. I don't think so. If I feel like I need more, I'll do some more right here. If it keeps me like, girl, that ain't enough. This soil right here. What's going on here? That was just way too much soil in that one. So that's this one is what I say now? Placento. So I have a placento tag already. Imagine that. Look at the ones that I've done there. I'm gonna have to make a tag for this one, but I know I got. I think I want a tray of this one too. So let's figure this out. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. So yeah, I'm gonna do a tray of this one. I really like the Premier. Well, you know. And I'm gonna get a red brush and a tray. So these 2 reds I want to have more of. I feel like the curly ones are just hard to clean. Yeah, so would be harder to clean. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I think they'd be hard to clean. What y'all think? We dropping them in, y'all, and I'm not putting them down deep. I don't know. What'd they say? They say 1/4 of an inch. I'm thinking, ooh, that was 3. That's okay. It's gonna be alright. Oops, somehow I lost my little divot now. I don't try to be exact on anything, y'all. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. When I sow them in the soil, they come up. And sometimes all I do is do like a little, depends on how I do it. Sometimes I'll do like a little narrow trench, using something just like this. I'll do like a little trench, and I'll just kind of put them in there, cover them up. I don't really know how deep that is. That's just what I do. Things want to grow, honey. They will figure out a way. Have you ever seen, I'm pretty sure you probably have, you seen trees growing out of cracks in the walls of concrete along the highway? Have you seen that? Have you ever seen a flower growing out of a crack in a driveway in the concrete? Or stuff wants to grow, so it'll find a way. It will find a way. So this was the Premier Kill. Let's keep track, y'all. Let's keep track, y'all. So I'm not gonna tag for that. Let me go ahead and pull a few of these out. I already know for the tags. I got some for the red Russian and the scarlet. I got tags for those, but everything, the other couple of things I'm not gonna tag. So look, I don't have to make 1 tag though. This is Premier Kale, and I only have 1 of those. So I'm gonna say Kale on it. And I'll put Premier. Wipe that off. It's got some dirt on the other side. Soil on the other side. So Kale. Premier. Right. reds as well. So the red Russian I might give it. I mean the red Russian, yeah, because it's not as curly. I'll do that. And then these last ones, I'll do a row of this and a row of this. So red Russian, here we go. Separate rows there, so I can have it. And these ones, oh no, we don't. We don't even gotta do that. Because these ones I don't really want a lot of. Pearl blue scarlet, blue scarlet kale. This is a blue pearl scotch. So we'll do a row of each of those. I like the ones that are like more flat that I can actually clean better. So I'm gonna do that whole tray. It's gonna be that. You're gonna get one row somewhere, honey. One row. I think this is how I want to do it. I'm gonna leave these like that. That'll help me remind me how I wanted to do it. This gonna get a whole one. Anyway. Alright, so let's get to doing this red Russian from M.I. Gardner. Remember I said all these seeds look the same? So y'all remember the collard seeds look like, right? See those? They all look the same, y'all. They all look the same. It's kind of funny. Oh, I didn't do my divot yet. Divot away, child. Divot away. Where does it go? Divot, divot. That's gonna have its own little, it's not a piece of chunk. If there's chunks in here, I usually try to take those out. I don't want nothing chunky in here. So let's redo that divot. Alright. That might have been more than two, but we are okay. Ah! Did y'all just see that? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try to resolve this issue right here, right now. I'm glad I can see these little jokers. They kind of got a nice dark gray to them. Oh my lord, just see these all in this little section. The things that can happen on camera. This is real life happening right here, y'all. Alright, so oh my goodness, what should I do? You know what I'm gonna do? They about to have some soil in there with them. Probably not good, but that's only gonna be able to get them all. Oh, that didn't work out right. Okay, let's lift it further. Well, the good thing is the ones that's on the table will be easy to get. Y'all watching real life happen right now. Real life, y'all. This is real life. We just find solutions, honey. So I'll worry about cleaning this out later. But what I don't want is I'm trying to avoid having Mr. Kale grow up somewhere. Using this to make sure I got them all. I'm glad they kind of, like I said, a dark gray so I can see them on top of this soil. But this is crazy. Yeah, I'll clean this out later. Oh, come on, little buddy. Don't do that to me. I see you trying to hide. And some of them do have like a little burgundy tinge to them. So these happen to be, don't go down in there, please. Come here. This is not working like this. So this may be a kale growing up over here. I don't know. I know I missed one right there. But we're not going to worry about it. Because once I realize it's a kale, I'm going to end up putting it somewhere else. or we're just gonna let it stay where it's at. You just gotta do what you gotta do, girl. Anywho. These are one of those moments in life where you just gotta laugh at yourself, honey. How did I even do that? What was going on? I'm trying to, in a race against time here, worried about it raining. Girl, take your time. Do it right. Because even if you gotta take this inside and get the floor a little dirty, it can be swept up. Okay? I see him trying to get down in there. Y'all don't laugh at me. This is, well, actually, yes, laugh at me. Because these are moments, like, this is life right here. Life be throwing us some things that we just gotta laugh at ourselves about. Get in there. Alright, so. The ones on the table are gonna be easy to get. There's these ones that I'm concerned about. And I'm pretty sure I don't have a kill or two in these. Which ones are these? These are the red Russian kills too. Oh, Lord. Did I get them all, Lord? Did I get them all? All the ones I can see at least. Okay. So, there's some right here on the table that we need to get. I'm gonna move that up some. There we go. That way. Can I rake them in here? Look at that, y'all. We're gonna rake them in there. Come here, little buddy. Rake. And I will definitely clean these out later, but right now I'm gonna fold them up in here with these seeds, with that little, with this soil. And we're gonna keep it moving because I got a lot that need to be done. As you can see, all of these are gonna have something in them. And, oops, that's the ones that you got. Just go ahead and put them down there. Kind of glad these tags are here because they're keeping them from falling on the floor and being wasted, falling on the deck and going through the cracks and being wasted. There we go. So the good thing is, even if they're in the soil, if they germinate, they can still be used. I'm pretty sure once they get big enough, I'll be able to tell what they are, even if they start off small, looking alike. So I don't know if something's over in these corners and stuff, because I'm putting the seeds I'm sowing are in the middle. I'll know that that's what those are. But real life, y'all just saw real life happen. Funny. All right, got a little bit of soil in there, but it's gonna be okay. So what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna keep it out. So I'm gonna stick it back here so I remember to do that. Take care of it. There we go. Those were, what now? Red Russian field, because I got to make a tag for it. I don't know how I did that, but we don't need to let that happen at the end of the day. At all. Like, at all. Kill. Red Russian. Okay. Oh, I didn't even cover them up yet or anything. I was closing it. I don't know how I managed that. Child, who knows? Was I in a rush? Did I hit it crazy? I think I hit it kind of crazy. Like, you see, I'm trying to figure out what happened. It don't even matter. It's done, girl. Let's move on. Okay. So, these scarlet ones. These look like they've actually, no, they don't. Actually, I want just one thing of these. So, yeah. I want one of these because I haven't done these yet. And I really wanted some nice red kale. Like just, well, they say it's red. I'm calling it red, but it's actually purple. It says, this stunning purple kale is one of the darkest kale varieties in the world. The hotter the weather gets, the deeper purple it becomes, cold hardy and frost tolerant. The scarlet kale is an Emma Gardner favorite. It's packed with nutrients and antioxidants due to its purple color. So, boop, boop, boop. We're gonna do a whole tray of these. So you guys, so I'm trying to be so careful, y'all. Anything can happen at any point in time. So, we'll work right here. Right in front of me. This stuff's so soft. All I gotta do is tap it and make it hard. I have that big old curl right here. Much more pressure to the soil for time. Careful with these holes. There we go. Those gotta be too. We'll move those out there. Alright. My hole here, my hole here. There we go. Okay. No, what are you doing? I'm only putting it in one though. I don't know why I went across it. Just stay focused, child. Two. So the seeds that didn't quite make it into the hole, we're going to knock them down in the hole. There we go. This chopstick is really good for that. Making a divot, and if the seed somehow missed the hole, just to use it to knock it in the hole. That's perfect for that. We're going to do this over here somewhere this time. We are not doing nothing over the seed phase. No. Okay. So scarlet kale. Oh, I got a check for that already. But for that one though, I don't know what was that for that. I must have had another different time. I had a red Russian kale side too. Oh well. Alright, so next y'all is these river. Oh, that's why. So we can go ahead and put that one right here. And I'm gonna put FM on these so I know this is very moss red Russian and not in my garden. FM. There we go. What am I doing? Y'all, the girl is tripping over here. Alright. That was quick. Apparently I'm pretty slow at this, y'all. Anyway, it is what it is. So I had a seed that didn't go in. Where is it? I'm gonna see it here. Oh, right here. Everybody knocked in. Let's just farm them up. Farm them up. So the seeds have contact with the soil. You have to do it hard, just lightly tap it. Alright. And I'll do some of those. So these are the last two. I'm gonna go ahead and make this tag for those. And I'm gonna wipe the soil off of that, y'all. Let's see. Blue kale. Blue kale. That's on the side. Blue kale. Kale. this one spot. And then we're going to do Pale Dwarf Blue. This is not very, it's good for the big letters, but when I'm writing small, I need to use the tip of it. There we go, it's better when I use the tip than the side. Okay, I just have to learn how to use it. Okay, there we go. So now we just gotta make sure we get the right to the right spot. Let's make some divots. So this is gonna be the blue pearl in this row. I'm only gonna make enough divots to put them in, because if I make too many divots, I might end up sewing them over there by mistake. I only need a whole bunch of those. Two in that. Two in that. Come here, you. Two. Up, up, three. Got away from me. And last but not least, for this kale, I mean, it's just been a funny episodes that be happening over here, girl. You funny, though. Sometimes you gotta talk to yourself. Let's get that on there. I'm my own self, y'all. I'll tell you what I'm all playing. That's probably enough right there. Just in case, because I think these clothes might be kind of old. These are from 2021. They're a little old. So, it's if it's an extra in there, it's not a big deal for me. Alright, everybody got some soil. Y'all, we finished one tray, and it's taking us over. Okay, not that I'm in a rush to get it done, but I am, and I feel like I need to be moving faster. So, we got that done. Okay, so I'm going to take these and all the ones that are open, since they're all open, and there we go, put the binder clip back on them. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where am I going to put them? And that's just in case, you know, for the obvious reason, not to allow them to spill out in here or anything. Oh, just wanted to, and I didn't even use our it's all-star kales mix. It was cool though having it that first year in my new garden. Alright, so those are done. So brassicas, the broccoli I want 6, and the Brussels sprouts I want 6. So we're gonna start this in this tray, and then what we're gonna do with that is I'll show y'all. For the broccoli I have 6. I'm saying I want to do 6 trays of that, so that would be this top half of this. These 6 trays, and I got 2 types. So I got some green sprouting calabrese, just something I bought from the local big box store. And then I have, this will be my first time growing broccoli. I've tried before. Let me stop. Okay, so this will be my first time hopefully being successful at growing broccoli. I'll see it that way. I did direct sow some before, and they ain't make it, y'all. I've tried different things. They ain't make it. And then I have the Waltham 29 broccoli. So, and these take 75 days to mature. They say 70, around the same time. So So, yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm hoping to, so if I'm doing 6, so I do, these ones will be in these trays. So I'm just doing it like that so I know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna show y'all these look the same as the collards and the kale, y'all. To tell you the truth, I don't even know if I got room for all this. The only thing is they're a little bit of a different color. They look like they're a little bit more, I don't know, maybe they have some burgundy going on with them. But most of these seeds look the same. It's so funny to me. So broccoli, I did say 6, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I said, because I really like broccoli. I really like broccoli. Oh my God, it's 2, so I don't know. That was 3. I see 3 in the hole. That was definitely 3. Oops. He didn't make it in the hole. That's okay. Almost perfect. So, green sprouted calabrese. So we're not going to put all that on there. We're just going to put broccoli, calabrese on here as on the label. And I got to make 3 labels because otherwise how am I going to, some of y'all really want to be specific about these little trays. So let's do that. When y'all want to spell broccoli, do y'all ever feel like, is it 2 C's or 1 C? Is it 2 C's or 2 L's? Y'all be honest. If you ever had to spell broccoli, do you ever wonder that? Yeah, what I said I was gonna put on here, last but not least, broccoli. Calabrese or calabrese? Y'all know? Is it calabrese or calabrese? Who knows? Whatever it is. Alright, let's tap these down. I just realized he didn't look in the hole. That's all you did. Get down in there so you can germinate. You too. I bet I had a couple of them that make it in the hole. A little bit more seeds. Just insert one. So I'll skip it. Everything's an experiment for me. We'll see if it comes up. I just don't like that it didn't have a lot of soil on it. I like for my stuff to be soil rich. Soil rich. Alright. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to do this last broccoli set here. And then I'm going to take me a little break. And then I'll come back and get started on some more. The girl hungry. I didn't eat anything before I came out. I had no idea what the time frame looked like on doing these stuff. So we're just out here winging it. Trying to figure it out as we go along. See me breaking that perlite up? Some of them just be way too big. There we go. Just crush it between your fingers. That's some big piece of something. Get off my stuff. Get to dropping, girl. Get to dropping. Faster than normal than the others. I saw one here. Here we go. Since I saw some little seed that making the hole. Put them down the hole first. Nice and good. Alright. Just firm them up. Firm them up, as they say. I'm gonna put some more soil on that. That one was kind of near the top. Yeah. That wasn't quite a fourth of an inch around. Soil on. We're just gonna work it like that. And then we're kind of near the top on that one. I think that should be good. Wait, did I put anything in those? Darn it, Donna. You don't even have nothing in these, do you? I ain't putting nothing over here yet. I thought I was doing. I ain't nothing in these holes. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I think we're gonna take a break. If y'all saw me put something in there, y'all see me doing this again, don't laugh at me. I just don't see that in these holes. When I was firming them up, as I'm looking at them, I didn't see anything. So, if we have way too many ones in here, it is what it is. I'll separate them later. The way I look at it, if it's broccoli, we can never have too much broccoli. There we go. I'm like firming them up, and I'm like, there ain't nothing in this hole. I don't see nothing sitting down in there. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Alright. This is where we're planting, y'all. You see, this is real life happening over here. Okay, we're learning to sow seeds over here. Y'all didn't even see me do the top row, but that's okay. It's all good. That's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this one. So, we're gonna put tags on those before we forget. Okay, so that's the broccoli. We're gonna put the waffle 29. Why has it got a number in this waffle? This is 29 times trying to figure out how to get it right. Don't know. Might be. We are not judging nobody for having to do something 29 times to get it right. It's all about trial and error, and learning from the ears. So hopefully, as y'all saw me today, what did I learn? I learned not to put the seeds back in the container over the trays. Doing it over here. No way of anything falls. I have a chance to be able to retrieve it easily. That's what I learned today. That's one of the things I learned so far. And I also learned, you guys, or continuing to be reminded that persistency pays off. Being persistent and consistent pays off. Can y'all agree with me on that? Have you guys had some experiences, which I'm sure you have, in life where you're like, you know what, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going, and I know it's going to pay off. So, that's what life is about. That's what makes life so wonderful, is when we see that we don't give up. Hey, little bee. Come and join me over here. Come and see what I'm doing. If we consistently stay persistent and know that the things that we do will pay off. All right, you guys. So far, what I've done is we've gotten the collards sewn into the trays. We got the kale sewn into the trays, and we just did the broccoli, right? And so, trying to use my time and my sections wisely, because I needed 6 of each of these. And the next thing I need 6 of is the cabbage, which is right here. And I'm going to do that in this section right here. But we're going to come back to that because it's been a while already. So I'm going to put y'all on pause. I actually have something I got to do here. And then there'll be a part 2. So my part 2 to my seeding, doing my seed trays, is what it's going to have to be. So, blessings. Have an amazing day. Like, subscribe, share. For those who have already subscribed, thank you. If you'll please send my videos out, share them with other people, and just know that I am appreciative of your support. And if you could comment, let me know. What are you guys growing? Are you growing anything, or do you just like coming to watch me? Either way, I am grateful. And I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. And until next time, be blessed. Grow and plant it.